I am begging Netflix to make a documentary about these two guys who went to Texas, bought 24 million separate lottery tickets in a 72-hour time frame, ended up profiting $60 million because they won the $90 million jackpot. And Texas is now saying, we don't want to do the lottery anymore. Just shut it off. And one of them is from Tasmania. I didn't even know people lived there. And he goes by the Joker. Last month, the Wall Street Journal puts this story out, how a secretive gambler called the Joker took down the Texas lottery. This story, which you should go and read, it's amazing, goes into detail how they bought 25 million separate tickets in a 72-hour process in order to profit around $60 million. And it was all done by two guys that don't live in Texas or America. Bernard Marintelli, who was this finance guy. Then there's Zeljko Ranogajec, who is rarely photographed. He's known within London as the Loch Ness Monster because this man's just never photographed. This is like the only photograph of him ever from 2012. These guys, they buy two separate warehouses and they purchased a bunch of lottery machines where you can print out tickets. They purchased it from this kind of failing startup called lottery.com. They planned for this for months. They knew if the lottery got to a certain number, it would be very profitable for them. So it got to 95 million and they said, all right, it's time to go. And all of these lottery machines were in just warehouses in Texas. And they brought themselves and then some, trusted people and their kids. And they just started printing lottery tickets around the clock for 72 hours. Texas politicians later likened the operation to a sweatshop. The Joker, Zeljko, he funded this whole thing because obviously you need a lot of money up front. By the way, Zeljko's changed his name like 1 billion times. So yeah, I need a documentary on it. So they ended up winning. Texas figures this out and they're like, bro, what? How did this happen? And the lieutenant governor called the cruise win the biggest theft from the people of Texas in the history of Texas. This all went down in 2023. They had lawyers that said, no, they did everything legally. And just last week, we saw that the head of the Texas lottery had to step down. And on top of it, the Texas legislators are like, you're not getting any more money, Texas lottery. So for the next 2 years, they're getting $0. So the Texas lottery pretty much shut down. And also, the Joker has like these accounts in the Isle of Man, a tax haven off the UK coast. And then also he somehow has an escrow account at a Detroit law. I mean, that documentary. This is a documentary. This article goes on to talk about some other crews, some other things that are very similar. I guess there's a lot of groups that do this. It's unbelievable stuff. And I need to know more immediately.